Hey everyone, it's Jared of Heat Press Nation, and I'll be covering the basics and giving a step-by-step tutorial on how to customize both 11 and 15-ounce sublimation coffee mugs. Now, even though they're slightly different in size, both mugs are equally as easy and fun to customize as long as you have the right equipment. Now, if you enjoy our tutorial videos, live episodes, and all that we do here at Heat Press Nation, be sure to like this video. But to keep up to date, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell to catch up on new stuff from us as soon as it's available. Well, let's get started. Coffee mugs are probably the most popular sublimation item out there. They're affordable, easy to market, and have a very practical style and purpose. So it's no wonder that coffee mugs have been a top product for both hobbyists and experts alike. The tools you'll need for customizing mugs are a sublimation printer kit with sublimation paper, design software, heat tape, and of course, a mug press. If you own a Sawgrass printer kit, you're already set on design software, since Sawgrass offers free access to their online design software called Creative Studio, which is available at sawgrassinc.com/creative studio. When it comes to selecting a mug press, you'll find that we have several options to choose from. You can choose an economy model like the M-Press, which is a single-size machine capable of pressing 11-ounce mugs only. If you're looking for a mug press that offers a little more versatility, the HPN Signature Series mug press is the best choice. This mug press is both high quality and easy to use, which makes it the top choice for both beginners and industry professionals. It might appear complicated at first look, but we'll be demonstrating how straightforward and efficient it works in this video. Let's begin by customizing an 11-ounce sublimation coffee mug. We'll be applying a single image on both sides. Upon opening your design software, create a new document with the canvas size to the mug's imprint dimensions. All SubliCraft, Dolphin, and Orca 11-ounce mugs are sized at 8.5 by 3.6 inches. However, by increasing the height to 4 inches, you'll have enough bleed to get full top to bottom coverage on your mug. If you're on Sawgrass Creative Studio, simply go to the Custom Canvas tab, change the unit to inches, and then add the dimensions accordingly, and finally, click Create. For this demonstration, we're going to use Creative Studio's general template for 11-ounce mugs. Just go to the Blank Products tab, search 11-ounce ceramic mug, and select the first result. Using this will also give you access to a 3D preview of how your mug will look when customized. With Creative Studio, you can simply click the grid option above the work area and use this as a reference to where your graphics should be placed on the transfer. However, if you're using a photo editing software like Photoshop to prepare your transfers, check out our My Expert webinar on how to create sublimation templates. In that session, I specifically go into detail on how graphics can be perfectly centered on either side of your mug. Let's place each image on the left and right grid lines past the center. To begin, you'll need to import your graphic to the software. In Creative Studio, you'll be uploading your images and graphics to your own gallery. Once you've done so, click on your image twice and resize both copies accordingly. As you do that, you can start aligning them to the left and right sides of the canvas. Now we're ready to print these images through our printer. Save your project, then send it to Sawgrass Print Manager for printing. If you're on Creative Studio, simply click the Print button and you can start managing your print settings through there. Set your product or substrate to ceramic mug, the paper set to your paper's profile, enable the mirror, auto print, and bleed line options, and lastly, set the color mode to photographic or vivid depending on your image's detail. With these settings chosen, go ahead and print. After the transfer has been printed, trim around it past the bleed lines. And now it's ready to be wrapped around the mug. In doing so, you'll want to make sure that you're wrapping it tightly with the printed side facing towards the mug. You'll also want to center your transfer evenly around the handle of the mug, basing this on the left and right edges. And once you have it centered, you can use strips of heat tape to secure the transfer to the mug. Before powering on your mug press, this would be a good time to find medium pressure for your machine. Fortunately, our Signature Series mug press makes this easy with its quad point pressure system. For most standard sized mugs, fastening the front knobs all the way is a great place to start. Then you can slide the mug inside with the handle facing up and give it a test press. If the pressure feels too tight to where your handle might break, you can gradually loosen the two pressure knobs behind the element and continue to test until the mug feels right. Similar steps also apply if the mug feels loose, but instead you'll be tightening the back knobs until you find your sweet spot. You should feel slight resistance when closing the heat press, but it should not be difficult to close or open. Once you've reached proper pressure, take your mug out and turn on your heat press. Set it to 190 seconds at 385 degrees Fahrenheit. As soon as your machine hits temperature, simply slide the mug back in and give it a press. Now, as you can see, we have the ability to set this machine to the exact time and temperature required through the digital gauge. After 190 seconds, open your machine and remove the mug, holding it by the handle. We recommend wearing heat-resistant gloves so you can safely handle the mug in its entirety. After leaving the mug to cool down for a moment, peel the transfer off. You now have a beautiful 11-ounce Sublimation mug customized with your image. Now that you know how to customize 11-ounce Sublimation mugs, how about doing one of a different size? Or how about printing a transfer with nearly complete coverage of the mug? For 15-ounce mugs, or just about any other size really, many of the same steps taken for the 11-ounce mugs will also apply, as long as you adjust your pressure beforehand. You can prepare a small graphic or logo for this mug, but if you want to truly customize your mugs, try printing a full vertical bleed transfer. Most Sublimation mugs are capable of having full vertical bleed transfers, which means the image extends from the top to the bottom and it looks absolutely amazing. While it's possible to prepare a full bleed transfer on Sawgrass Creative Studio, you will have to use a custom canvas setup. Now, unfortunately, this won't have a 3D preview available, nor will you be able to save your creation, but that's all right. Now, preparing the canvas will ensure that you can create a transfer that fully extends past the top and bottom of your mug. The imprint area for SubliCraft and Orca 15-ounce mugs is 8.6 by 4.3 inches. By adding the 1/4 inch bleed to the height, totaling 4.55 inches, you'll have just enough bleed that won't only help you align the transfer when wrapping, but also covering above and below the mug to allow for a full vertical bleed transfer. Once this canvas has been prepared, you can add your own image or pattern and scale it up to cover the canvas, or use one of the many free elements offered by Creative Studio. You're also free to add more to your design by adding a logo or a graphic on top in the same way you've done so on the 11-ounce mug. But once you're satisfied with your design, proceed to print it through your Sublimation printer and you could follow the same procedures as before. Because this is a full bleed transfer, you could disable the bleed line option when printing, so as to avoid accidentally applying one onto your mug. Now, if you're continuing after pressing an 11-ounce mug, you'll want to turn off your press to allow it to cool down so you can adjust to medium pressure for the larger 15-ounce mug. Adjusting the Signature Series mug press's pressure system may seem like a bit of work, but knowing that you're in complete control of providing consistent pressure across the entire mug definitely makes it worthwhile. Afterwards, turn your machine back on and keep the same settings as before, which are 190 seconds at 385 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your mug press hits temperature, go ahead and press your mug. Once the timer hits 0, open your mug press and take the mug out to cool down. Afterward, peel off the transfer and you've now applied a full vertical bleed transfer onto a 15-ounce Sublimation mug. To learn more about Sublimation drinkware, the Signature Series mug press, and more, please visit us at heatpressnation.com. For any questions, you can always get in touch with our MyExpert representatives at support.heatpressnation.com. Once again, I'm Jared with Heat Press Nation. Thanks for watching and keep on creating.